guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's budget review is going to be a super quick one. I promise you that. I gotta still go up and pick my son up and everything, so got a lot going on today, but I didn't want to miss this week's review, which, I pretty much was naughty this week, so it should be quick. So I'm using the Hemlock and Oak Daily Planner. I picked this from a budget planner, and basically what I did with these pages is I did my projected payoffs, so that's what you see in the pink. And then as I was paying them off, I just highlighted each week. We are still taking down Discover, guys. This thing is taking forever. I could probably be paying a little bit more on it each month, but then at the same time, I have stress spending going on. So, yeah, instead of stress spending, I could be putting on more payments, but it is what it is. But I did get two more blocks filled in for this week, so I did make a $50 payment towards this. And I mean, to keep things in perspective, I am very close to completing level 2 on this, so I should at least be happy that I've made it this far, right? So, I mean, you have your good weeks and you got your bad weeks, guys. This was not a such a good week. Um, okay, so they give you this here at a glance. I basically use this as like a little budget dashboard. So, of course, I keep track of the focus cards and I do mark it off if I was able to pay one of them off for that month. I highlight birthdays, vehicle expenses are in orange, holidays are all throughout this thing, and of course, large sums of money coming in and out, such as taxes or insurance funds. And that's pretty much how I'm using this. I'm also keeping track of my credit score, which has slowly improved, guys. It's not by a lot, but it's getting there. So patience seems to be the thing that we gotta keep track of here. We need to think of being patient. Took a while to get into debt, so it's gonna take a while to get out of it. One of the most important things, this is something that I did skip when I did first start my budget journal and that, because I don't know, for some reason I just thought like, oh, I'll just pick one and I'll just pay it off, and it's like, no. But you learn. And so yeah, basically all I did is I took all of the accounts that I owed on. I figured out what the balance was that I owed on them, and yeah, it scared me because I was actually over 20,000, which I seriously thought it was like maybe like 15, which is still horrible enough, but I never imagined that it was 20. So yeah, I picked the snowball method, so I started with the lowest card to the highest, and there's only a slight difference between these ones, because Best Buy, City, and Discover were 0% offers, so that's why they're out of the smallest to the largest order. We did get Best Buy and City taken care of, and I mean, I was really hoping to get Discover paid off by the end of this year. And like I said, guys, I gotta be a realist here. And I mean, I'm not seeing it unless I can pull like, what is it, 1200 out in November and 1200 out in December. I'm not seeing it, so this is probably gonna have to be balance transferred. But I mean, to me, just knowing that I got this paid off for this part of the year is enough for me. That's the most I've ever paid off in a year. So I am grateful for that. It's just this one definitely did kick my butt. And of course, this is the original Tetris. Um, I do total up how much I pay towards my accounts at the end of the month. So by next week's review, we will have October's and I'll have that filled in. But again, like I am making it to level 2 on this one too. So I really didn't think that I was going to make it this far back in January. So to me, this setup that I have, this is working the best for me. Um, I just really wish it would go a lot quicker, but I can only do what I can do. And like I said, you have your good weeks and your not so good weeks, and this was definitely a self-sabotage week. So, okay, so I go into this monthly layout now, and literally, I just put my bills in the order. This way, I know what day they're due and I know how much I'm paying towards them. The accounts that I did pay off, I do still list them, but I just X them out and put the zeros on. In one way, it's kind of nice because you do get to like exit out and be like, haha, I already paid you off, so I don't have to pay on you anymore. But at the same time, if I was to use that account, like Lowe's is a perfect example. Yes, I have it marked as a zero, but it's because I already have a payoff plan for the tank that's on it. So, like, I know when those payments have to be made, but I'm already making 4 payments on it every month, so there's really no minimum because I have my payoff plan. So, like, if I was to ever just use the card in the store, for a general purpose, then I would know what the due date is still. So that's why these accounts, even though they're paid off, there's another one that I do keep their days on my calendar. And then we got another one. So, like I said, it looks like a lot, but most of them are paid off. It's just these. It seems to be here. This is my cluster of doom. So, like I said, guys, we're making good progress though. So yeah, no, I keep track of the bills this way. Then that way I know here's the paydays. You know, when are they going to be due? Do I have the funds before those paydays? This week is kind of scaring me here. Um, but hey, I've made it through worse. I'll make it through this one. Another thing that I have is my $5 a day daily savings goal. When I first started this, it was literally $5 a day that I would move into my digital bank account. Um, yeah, I don't need to do that anymore, so I just transfer um, right here, these two. I just transfer those out each paycheck just immediately. I'm used to not having the funds now, so those go into my little daily savings. It comes out to over 1,800 at the end of the year, so to me, that's one of the quickest ways of saving money. My thought process is every time you go through a drive-through, it's around $5. So I mean, if I could go to McDonald's or Burger King or something like that and spend $5, why can't I put $5 towards myself? So that's where those amounts came from. I do have the whole no cards challenge thing that I try every month, guys, and I will have to say, like, there is something to the beginning of the year because, yes, January I was kicking butt. February I kicked butt, and pretty much almost through the month of March I kicked butt, and it was here. So on the 27th is when it just fell apart. So I guess this is why, like, those New Year's goals are always so difficult to do. Um, so basically what I do is I start each week by telling myself, okay, like, we are not going to do this. And yeah, like, we could even tell the weeks that Monday where I just fail and I use it, I end up using it again later on that week. Did it here again. So yes, like I said, I've been naughty, guys. This one's a little bit worse than what I've normally been doing. But like I said, Halloween is like my Christmas, and of course I had my birthday, so yeah, I am in the spendy mood, and of course, you know, things are stressed, and yeah, that's whenever I bring them out, but I guess as long as you acknowledge it and then try your best to make it go away, I guess that's all you can do. And I know a lot of people would be like, "Oh, just cut them up in that," and it's like, no, I would get another one. I know I would. I literally can't stop it, guys. Emotional spending is what it is. So the best thing to do is to cope with it. So yeah, no, okay, so for that little rant. And then like I said, I have that Lowe's hot water tank. We're getting closer and closer to it being paid off. It's probably only 10 more payments now. I want to say it was 11 last week. So we're almost there. But it is 0%, so that was kind of nice. Um, I do keep my payoff for Discover. I keep track of that over here in the ledger as well. Pretty much the Lowe's, the extra payments are on Saturday, and then my extra payments for Discover on Sunday. I'm thinking if I didn't have to spend this much out for Lowe's every month, it would be a little bit better, but I am not paying interest on that thing. I will try my best not to, but pretty much this is where I was trying to explain to you at the beginning of the year, where like if you keep pushing yourself too far with your budget, that like you're paying too much in towards your debt to where it's going to make you have to crack and use your credit cards. It's not that you have to do it, it's just you're more likely to, because you don't have these additional funds in your checking account. So yeah, I'm stretching myself really thin here with this, but I'm not paying interest on that thing. I'm not. And I do want to keep up with this. I almost talked myself out of this in the beginning of the month, but I want to try. I gotta try as best as I could. I did renew my driver's ID, so I got that taken care of. And of course, I had to pay off the Vita Authority order on City. So, I mean, it's not all lost, guys. So, let's get us back to these dailies here. So, this is where I would have left Jins off last week. Like I said, I am in the spending mood, guys. So, yeah, there was a candle sale. I couldn't say no to it. But I did use my Discover points. So, yes, I spent $59, but I did use the Discover point, so it really was like I got $59 worth of candles for free, but technically it wasn't free because you gotta think of how much I put on that card to get those points. It's a fun way of thinking about credit cards, right? The rewards and points are really not worth it, guys. It's not. You're better off saving and putting the money back and using your money, which we will see, because we're gonna get to see how I use my stash funds later on this week. Monday, like I said, it started off so good, and I don't know if it's because I was in the spendy mood, if I just kept it rolling, if it was because it was Monday, but either which way, early, like first thing in the morning, I was like, I'm gonna try some new hair care products. And guys, I'm gonna have to say they did come in. I did get to try them, and they are not worth $60. I'm really upset with myself that I spent that much. I'm not gonna name the brand, but it's overpriced junk. So yeah, that's a learning curve, and I do have to pay that off in November. But it is on the Walmart card, so boo to me. Um, Tuesday was a lot better. The one thing that caught me though is I was paying on the Prime. I put the Prime and the Kindle on my Prime card, and I went to pay it off, and it should have only been like $15. And yeah, it was 30 something. I'm like, what the heck is this? And it's like, oh my god, it's like mini purchases on Amazon, like books. Okay, like I'll be at work, I'll be on break, and I'll be like, oh, time for a new book. And of course, the book I want to read isn't free, so I had to pay like $4 or $5 for it and that. And yeah, it's so easy to make those tiny purchases and then you forget about them. And like you see, I even keep like a ledger and a log. And guys, I missed it. So I did. I paid those off. It was boxes for my reshop and of course a book that I wanted to read. So again, nothing like really major. It's just like, come on, guys. Like, I wasn't really expecting to have that $16 come out of my account right now. um, Wednesday was a lot easier. It's not because it was an easy day. It was actually a really stressful day. We were short at work. Ray stayed with Bill, helped him out around the house, and yeah. So the only thing is that since I'm going across town more times than what I normally would, I'm driving a lot more now. Um, it's using more gasoline, so I just tried to quickly top that thing off. Hopefully, it gets me till when payday is. Yeah, Thursday. Okay, so this I had to go to the driver's center this day. That was at 2. I did that before work. But we got a new coffee shop in town, and one of my coworkers, Cody, he really wants to try this place out, okay? But I mean, it's always jam-packed whenever we try to go. And I mean, I have no interest in this. I'm a Starbucks person, true to heart. And so I was like, you know what? He's been having a bad week too. And like I said, the day before was tough at work. So I noticed that the drive-through was clear, and so I stopped in and got us each a coffee from there. I did pull from my stash account, so this is my savings. So this is what I was saying about before, of where it's a lot easier if you have the stash funds. That I call them like my fun funds, my stash funds. I just put like 20 some away out of each check, and basically this account is for if I want to do something nice for somebody, or if I want to like buy a gift for myself. I pull it from these funds, and that way it's not a guilty purchase, you know. So because I mean it really doesn't matter, because it came out of my stash funds. So that's how I covered this one. uh Friday, I didn't really have anything to say for this day. It again, like, work has just really been beating me down. I did make a trip to the Dollar Tree. I'm trying to think of what it was that I actually. Oh, I needed like bulbs and stuff for my wreaths. I put the thing together. Like, I am definitely a fall person, guys. So, like, I put the fall wreaths together, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could use this and I could use that. And I put these Christmas ones together, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm like the little skeleton guy from the Nightmare Before Christmas, or I think that's what it's called, the Tim Burton show. Um, yeah, like I'm literally walking through Christmas Town going, what is this? Like, so yeah, I had to pick up some bulbs and ornaments. And I mean, should I have? No, but again, like, I'm really hoping like, I just want to sell one. If I could just sell one wreath, it'll let me know it's worth it. But I feel like I'm spending a lot trying to get that going. It's probably why I'm low on funds right now. So, like I said, you got to put a little money into something to get it going. Um, yeah. Saturday. When two of my favorite things come together, I'm stressed. We had a full moon. Okay, so you can see, like, this was like a full celebration day for me, because I normally take off work to celebrate Halloween. I'm not going to get to do that this year. So, uh, not only did I have to cover for myself, I guess is how I want to word this. I had to cover for me. I had to cover for Ray. Um, yeah. So we had a Domino's night. I got a Dairy Queen cake. Got some chips and sodas because I wanted a little witch's brew float, and then I wanted a vampire blood float. And I mean, guys, I mean, maybe your thing's not Halloween. Maybe you have another holiday. Maybe you got another thing that you enjoy doing. This is mine. And like I said, we had a full moon. So, yeah, should I have spent what I spent? No. But like I said, it's just one more thing now that I have to try to figure out how to do and take care of in November, which is what's stopping me from getting that card paid off as quickly as I can. So, I mean, I don't know. In one way, yes, I want that thing gone. I don't want to think about it, but at the same time, I do have to have fun, guys. Okay, life is to be enjoyed. And I mean, it's not like I'm doing this every week. So, I mean, that's my little bit of fun there. And like I said, now I just got to figure out how to take care of it. It did carry over a little bit into today because apparently there was a Halloween sale on the Happy Planner. So I took advantage of their free shipping with the $31. And yes, I did use some of my points too. So all was not lost, I did think, before I bought it. But then again, it's one of those things of, do you need it? No. No, I don't. But hey, it's done. But hey, the good news is I did get my Lowe's and my Discover extra payments in. The Lowe's one was supposed to be on this day, but as you can tell, I was partying it up and I completely forgot. So yeah, today whenever I was getting this set up and ready to come on here for this, I was like, oh crap, you never paid that. So took care of it today. And of course, I did use my cleaning fees that I get from Ray every month. The boy is messy. He is a grown man, but I mean, I'm telling you, he is messy. So, yeah, I just normally wait until they total to $50, and then that's whenever I move them over, and it kind of helps take care of one of my payments for the month. So, this Discover payment was courtesy of Ray's mess. And of course, Lowe's. I took care of Lowe's by myself. But, I mean, that gets us to the very last 2 days of October. So, again, I just gotta try my best to be as good, of a spender as I can. Keep it all in moderation. Try to spend as least as possible on these 2 days. And then we get to start the fun all over again. It's like never ending torture, guys. But it's never ending torture that I come on here to share with you. So I still have to put like my extra stuff. I don't have my savings listed or nothing like that on here yet. Just the bare basics. Because like I said, it's been a little crazy around here lately. So maybe I'll do that later on tonight. But that's it, guys. I really wish I could come on here and just be like, guys, I won the lottery and oh, I paid all these things off, or Sally finally didn't use her credit cards this week. That would be great. That's one that I can possibly do. But I mean, it is a journey, guys. Whenever I call this my budget journey, I really do mean it's my budget journey. So you can see we're just slowly working towards it. And like I said, my best months were really January, February, and March. And I'm really hoping to get back to this. It'll happen. It'll happen. And yeah, so next week I'll be able to come on and show you how many blocks we filled in for October. Who knows, maybe by the end of November we might be able to complete level 2. I don't know. And yeah, so I mean, I guess we are getting to an exciting part here. It's going to be one of these weeks, and I'm going to have to say probably around Thanksgiving is probably when I'll pass this. But yeah, that's all that I really have time for today's review. Like I said, not a lot going on, just a lot of overspending. Oh, I cannot be the only one. So, yeah, guys, so I'm going to close out there. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more budget reviews.